I know we're all so excited when fall comes around, and it's that first glass of apple cider. It's just amazing. And I got to find out how this iconic sort of fall drink was made at Mayer Brothers. Fall and apple cider go hand in hand, and Garrett Mayer of Mayer Brothers knows a lot about the cider making process, and this is the very first step. What are we looking at here?
We're just starting the season. We're unloading some apples from South Carolina today. The fruit from Niagara County and Wayne County isn't quite ready yet. There's too much starch in the apples, but people are ready to drink apple cider. So we brought some apples up from down south, and we're starting.
All right, and how many apples are you loading in today?
Each truck holds about 30 tons of apples, and it takes about 12 pounds to make a gallon of cider.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of apples in just a gallon.
Yeah.
So after the apples are unloaded here, where do they go?
We're going to go through a de-leafing stage and then a washer to scrub the apples, and then finally an apple bath that you'll see in a minute.
All right, let's go check it out. So the apples come through, they get washed, up the spout, and then
rinsed and ground up, and then this is a big pump that pumps them upstairs.
So what happens after, oh geez, I'm getting apple all over me. What happens to the apples after they're ground?
Well, that's when we start the squeezing process. We're going to go up to a mash tank and then pump them into a press. I'll take you up there and show you. So this is the mash pipe, pumping the mash that we just saw ground up into each press. And when the press stops rotating, that means it's discharging the juice into these tanks. Then when it rotates, it's getting a different spot to compact the mash to try to get it as dry as possible.
Why do you need it to be dry?
We want to extract as much juice as possible from the mash to keep the cost of the cider as low as possible.
That's good, because cider is something everybody loves to drink.
Here you're watching us put the cider inside the bottle.
Yeah, you can see it going in right there.
Yep, then we cap it, put it in a case, and ship it out.
And it goes to stores all over Western New York.
Yep. So when we're all said and done, this is what you end up with, apple cider from Mayer Brothers.
One of my favorites. Garrett, thank you so much for the tour.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And you were saying how great it smelled when you were in one part of the factory.
Oh, it was the best smelling factory I've ever been in. Tim Hortons was also an excellent smelling factory.
Another recognizable smell,
just sweet and delicious.